Hello, everybody. How you all doing? It's another Saturday, and you're tuning to your favorite TV show, Upclose, only on Max TV, Sports, Entertainment, and more. My name is Marshall. Follow me on all social media platforms at Onheneba Marshall. You can join this conversation via social media platform at Max TVGH. Send your messages, and then we will read it right here for you. Today on the show is going to be a legendary status movement because I'm taking you to 1947, where the journey begun. Today is going to be awesome. I have a legend in the studio. Let me go for a break. When I come back, I'll introduce him, and then we'll chit-chatting. All right, so you already know, Fly Dope Sexy. All you have to do is just pick up a phone and call 054-100-4202. Inside Accra, Newtown, Zat Clothing, they will hold you down. Stay tuned. When I come back, I'll introduce my guest, and we'll chit-chat. I'll be right back. Okay, so welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you are watching Up Close, Oleo Max TV, Sports, Entertainment, and more. Today, as I said, I have a legend in the studio, and we are going to talk about his story. He is a singer, he is a songwriter, he is a multi-instrumentalist, he is the inventor of rap, and he also created Afro-funk music. Today, we are going to talk about his journey, starting from 1947 till now. It's not going to be easy. Let me introduce my guest, Mr. Gyedu Blay, Ambuley. You grew up in Secondary Takra. That's where you were born, right?
Yeah, that's where I was born.
Yeah. So how was the journey like for you in Secondary?
I think it's a place that if I'm yet to be born again and they ask me anywhere, I'm still going to pinpoint Secondary.
Yeah?
Because, we had a port city,
yeah,
where the seamen, they go, and they come back with music and everything. And we had the local bands and all them, so comparatively, if you put them all together, the saturation was heavy.
Wow.
Getting new information and seeing what is going on. And it's getting ready politically and socially and everything. It was happening.
Yeah.
So.
Were you closer to the sea, where the fishing was taking place?
Yeah, from my house, you walk about 5 minutes.
5 minutes to the sea?
Yeah.
Did you ever experience going to the sea to catch some fishes or something?
Yeah, when we were kids, after school, we'll go by because we had the ocean and we had the river too.
Oh, okay.
So, you decide where you want to go.
You did mention school. How was your school journey like?
I attended the Anglican school, and I just finished with my elementary school, and I'm
all in secondary.
All in secondary Takrady, yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't continue to secondary or anything, but I'm glad that I did not anyway.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow. So what were your parents? If you didn't continue, was it because of financial problems or it was because you didn't like school?
No. I love school though, but I saw in me that I was going to, contribute, to the world.
Okay.
Through music.
Through music.
I found out that when I was growing up, that anything that was musical was much closer, to me and my way of thinking, my way of hearing it. So when I finished school, but even before finished school, I started to learn how to play the guitar as well as the rudiments of music and all that.
But how did you get the passion for it? Was it because of the it was just because, music was in you?
Music was in me. My gift to the world is music. And I'm very happy there. I am the part there. I saw that right from the beginning of my teenage days. Because Skinny once said there were other bands. You're talking about Rivers Band, CK bands, the Broadway bands and all that. Okay. So the fascination of seeing the bands perform was way be like you talk about funerals, you talk about outdoorings and things. They use bands. And we used to go just stand back and look at, the performances of the musicians. So I started learning the rudiments of music, and when I finished my elementary school, I said, "School, thank you," because I know that I can read, I can write, and so anywhere that I go, I'm not going to get lost.
Wow.
So I just delved right into the music when I finished with my father was a senior health inspector, with the Sagini Takrady City Council.
Okay.
So finishing school, I had a job, with where my father was.
Oh, okay. You were working with your dad?
Yeah, I worked with my dad at the City Council for almost about 4 years.
Wow. How old were you at the time?
I finished school when I was about 16.
Okay.
So working with my father the next 4 years, then you're talking about next to 20. But working with my father a little bit, when I got to 20, I decided to dive straight into the music. So I stopped the job, and a band came to get me, to go and work professionally with a band.
Wow, wait. So you were working with your dad for 4 years, and then a band came to pick you up.
Yeah.
Was your dad happy with your family, your siblings?
No, but even before the band coming to pick me up, when I finished with my schooling, I traveled to Accra.
Oh, you came to Accra all by yourself?
All by myself, because a band came to perform in Secondary. And the guitar player, became my friend.
Okay.
So I told him that when I finish with my schooling, I'm gonna
come to Accra.
And he thought I was joking. I was a kid, in my school days. So when I finished school, bang, straight to Accra.
Hey.
And the band was staying at Kokomemle. The whole band was at Kokomemle. So, the name of the band was the Globe Masters Band. So I got to Circle, and I asked the Kokomemle and Globe Masters. They showed me. And lo and behold, I was able to locate the band.
Locate the place, yeah.
And the guy he was shocked in seeing me, because he thought, secondary kid, But he accepted me. He accepted me. So I stayed with him for about a week. And all of a sudden, one morning when we got up, they said somebody was looking for me. And it was my mother. I was shocked because my mother, didn't have a proper schooling.
Okay.
So I felt that her alone, coming from Sikani
to Accra,
trying to find out where the band and everything. I was shocked. But the guitar player told me, "Hey man, if your mother is coming to take you back home, I cannot stop you."
Yeah.
So I understood what he said, and I agreed, and went back home with my mom, and to Sikandi. And from there, worked with my father a little bit. But my father understood me when I told him that I want to, play music professionally. He looked at my face and he said, "Well, if you think that that's what you came to the world to do, I give you my blessing."
But was there any musical related person in your family?
No, I'm the only one. So it means that they gave it all to me. Yes. Though my father, was in the military, and he came back. They went to Burma, to go and fight. When they came back, he came back with a flute. So he sometimes, plays the flute, and when he wasn't there, I pick up the flute and start playing hymns, abide with me, I said, and it started to open my ears, because you need to get the pitch right. If you don't have the right ears, you sing flat, and when you sing flat, nobody will enjoy it.
Wow.
But in the course of all that, there was a band in Secondary called the Railway Band, because there was Ghana Railways in Secondary, and they had a band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I joined the band and started.
How did you join the band? You went to apply for it, or you knew someone in there?
I went straight to the band leader.
Oh, okay.
And told him that I want to join the band.
But did you know how to sing at the time?
Yeah, I was singing because with the Seamen, when they come back, they were coming back with, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, all them kind of. So we're using that as a format of ear training and all that.
Okay.
So when I told the band leader that I can sing, he said, okay, what can you sing? And I told him I can sing what I say. You know, so they started, dun, 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 you know. Then I came, hey, mama, going to treat me right. Can we get together all night long? You know. Oh, he said, okay, man, go and come back tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So that opened the door for me to be able to be part of that band.
Okay.
You know. And
how long were you with the band?
I was with the band because when I coming to Accra and coming back to Secondary, I joined the band in 1964. I finished with my elementary in 63.
Wow.
And in 64, I joined the band.
Wow.
You know, and it's also a walking distance. You know, you walk about 15, 20 minutes, you are the rehearsal.
Okay.
You know?
But how was the band experience? I mean, looking at your age at that time, you joining the band.
I was happy because most of the guys that I met in the band were grown-ups.
Okay.
You know, and the band was a big band whereby saxophones, you know, trumpets, you know, guitar, keyboard, and everything was part of the band. So it opened my ears, and I also started asking questions because music is a language.
Yeah.
So if you want to know, you have to know the language of music.
Yeah.
So I started learning the rudiments and all that.
Okay.
And it helped me a lot.
So that's where you learned how to play instruments?
That's where I learned how, because then I had learned how to play the guitar. You know, because an elderly guitar player, you know, taught me the 4 chords on the guitar.
Okay.
You talk about C, you know, D minor 7, F, and G7. You know, so he taught me all that. And most of the highlights that you hear being played, you know, it's all based on these chords.
These chords, okay.
You know, so it helped me, and I started listening to more music because there was a man living in our house. I didn't have a radio, but that man had a radio.
Okay.
But that man loved jazz music.
Okay.
So at any given time from 10 p.m. to 11, he put his radio to the Voice of America.
Okay.
And they would start to play Duke Ellington, you know, Miles Davis, Jimmy Smith, and all those. So it also, you know, opened my ears and my mind to the music that was coming from the other side of the world.
Oh.
You know, so I had gone in. So, you know, if you hear my music today and all that, it all came from the beginnings and how I learned those kind of formats of music.
So when you were part of the band, were you guys traveling outside of Secondary, or it was just rehearsals you guys did?
We did travel a little bit, but not mostly wasn't outside.
Okay.
You know, in Secondary because of the funerals and outdoorings and so we were playing from the vicinities of Secondary. You know, sometimes we go to Takoradi to play, sometimes we play the Isikado, sometimes, you know, so.
But what were you doing in the band? Were you a singer? Or
I was a singer at that time.
Wow, were you the lead singer or you were just a back?
I was the lead singer.
Wow, at that time?
Oh yeah, I was the lead singer of the band. But the band leader left.
Okay.
There was a new band that was formed at the Ghana Broadcasting. Yeah, so the band leader was engaged to come and lead the band here.
Okay,
so when he left, Ebo Taylor came in.
Yeah.
And with Ebo Taylor, Ebo Taylor liked me, I liked him because I used to hear his music, you know, when he was with a band in Kumasi called the Stargazers Band.
Okay.
You know, so Ebo Taylor, I've been following him before meeting him. So when I met him, because I knew how to play guitar a little bit, when the bass player of the band left, I was told to pick up the bass.
Oh, okay.
You know, so the guitar is 6 strings, bass is 4 strings. You know, so when you shift, it's not a matter of difficulty.
So you just played it.
Yes,
you were singing at the same time.
Yes, I was doing both at the same time, but there was another singer. So when I moved to the bass, the singer started doing more than
Wow.
It was good. Because
how long were you with the band? How long did you stay with them?
Till 88.
Wow.
You know, not 88, excuse me, to 68.
Okay, 68.
Yeah, because I finished school in 64, I joined the band. I finished school in 63, I joined the band 64. And 68, the band that I told you about came to pick me up to go and play professionally with them.
Okay. Well, so that you guys came to Accra.
Yeah.
You left the other band and then you
Yes, we left the band. When we left, the band was formed. We went to Cape Coast.
Okay.
Because
another group in Cape Coast.
No, it was the same band.
Same band, okay.
Yeah, but we went to rehearse in Cape Coast because we went and spent about three months in Cape Coast rehearsing and all that. And when we finished rehearsing, it was getting close to December, Christmas.
Okay.
So they had taken engagements and gigs. So from there, straight to Kumasi. You know, and that was my first time going to Kumasi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I went to Kumasi. There was a club called the Americana in Kumasi, and that's where I went to. And we stayed in Kumasi for almost about 2 months.
Wow, playing in Kumasi.
Yeah, playing in Kumasi. And from there, then we came straight to Accra.
What was the name of the band again?
Hugas Extraordinaire.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was my first professional band.
Professional band.
Yeah.
Did you guys come out with any albums, songs?
Yeah, we came out with two songs because that time they do 45.
Okay.
You know, we used to have that vinyl.
Okay, the vinyl.
Yeah, the long play. The long play has 3 songs in front, 3 songs at the back. But 45 has only 1 song in front and 1 song at the back. Wow. So we made 2 songs.
2 songs.
And they became also popular.
Oh yeah, in Ghana at that time.
Yeah.
So you guys were making money.
Oh yeah, because I can't say that we're making that money, but you know, we kept traveling. You know, from town to town.
Okay.
And all that, and we were on salary anyway.
Oh, salary. So there was a band owner.
Yeah, there was a band owner who brought the instruments and everything. Also formed, got a house for the band.
Okay.
And
so
all
you
that.
guys were coming there.
Yeah, at Latabia Koshi.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're in there and we were performing. Yeah, and the band became popular because of the recordings that we did. Things like that. So
can you remember any of the songs at that time?
Yeah, there was a song. Pam pam dun 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 dun. Pam 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 dun dun dun.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a bass player playing that.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was the lead singer, Ewujamu. He was the one who sang on that record, and it was wonderful.
It was good.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, 68, 69 there.
Wow. So you with the band, how long did you stay with the other band too?
I stayed with the Hugas. We stayed together. I stayed together with them for about 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah, and we traveled to Ivory Coast.
Did you guys shoot any videos? Did you guys have any?
No, because during that time there weren't videos. You know, but there were, you know, cinema, what we call the cameras for.
Was it expensive at the time?
It wasn't, but you can't even do it by yourself.
Okay.
Unless when you go and like a place like the
But
Ghana.
you guys were watching, what's the name? Jimmy Cliff and all this.
Yeah, you know, they were all there, but to see yourself on the screen,
It was difficult.
unless you go to maybe Ghana Broadcasting, because there they used to do, you know, they shoot videos and all that kind of things, and they show it on weekends.
Oh, on weekends.
Yeah, so that was when I saw myself first. You know,
At that time, who were some of the musicians that were very popular?
During that time, Nana Pedu was there.
Okay.
I talk about because Nana Pedu was, you know, around 64, 3, and all that. So Nana Pedu was there. Later on, Senior the Donko.
Okay.
J. Adolfo. You know, Okuku Seku.
Whoa.
You know, Broadway band. Uhuru Dance Band. You know, because during that time, the only thing that was good was it was around Kwame Nkrumah's time.
Yeah.
So we had something that we call work and happiness.
Work and happiness.
Yes. Work and Happiness, bands, we used to play afternoon jumps.
Okay.
You know, and workers, when they close from 12 in the afternoon, they come to jam with the bands. And around 1:30, they leave back to offices.
Wow.
So they were afternoon jams, so that was what we call the Work and Happiness.
Work and Happiness, okay.
Yeah. You know, and the government had bands. The government itself had bands. Private people had bands.
Okay.
You know, government had clubs because there were state hotels. There were catering rest houses. You know, the locals, you know, have tiptoe. When it comes to Accra, they have tiptoe. They have.
But was there only bands, or there were other musicians who were going to studios to record, or it was only bands?
There were only bands, but there was a recording company called Decca Records.
Okay.
And Philips Records.
Okay.
They were the ones that were recording the Uhuru band, the Broadway band, the Stargazers band, all that. And they were using only 2 microphones to record.
Okay.
You know, today when you go to the studio, there were lots and lots of them. Tracks.
Yeah.
There it was only 2 tracks. So when you hear music come from the Nampedu and all that, you see that 2 microphones, one for the singer and the chorus, and one for the whole band.
Oh, okay.
But those people were technically good that after recordings and everything, you can hear everything.
So they had a studio in Accra?
They had a studio in Accra, yeah. Philips had a studio, Decca had a studio, and later on, AC Bones. AC Bones also came and had a studio at in Accra here. And AC Bones was recording CK Man, me, you know, Bebo Taylor, and you know, so AC Bones was doing good because Decca had to leave at some point in time, you know, and AC Bones then they took over. And it was wonderful.
Wow. So when you were with the band, did you have any plans that you wanted to leave and start a solo career?
No. After I left the Hugas Extraordinaire, the next band that we formed was called Gaylords.
Whoa, Gaylords.
Yeah, Gaylords. Because after Tiptoe, you know, on the Ring Road, we have a place called Apollo Theatre.
Yeah, Apollo Theatre.
Yeah, that's where the band was.
Okay.
You know, the Gaylords we were only 4. Me on bass, N.S. Honey, the late N.S. Honey on the keyboard. And there was a white guy, not a half-caste guy.
Okay.
I forgot his name, but he was the one playing guitar. And Awuma with the drummer. You know, so it was there that we were, and we played together for almost about 1 year. Then a band was formed at Meridian Hotel in Tema.
Okay.
And they came to call me. And the reason why I left that band and went to Meridian Hotel was the ones that I was going to perform, they were older musicians.
Okay.
So I told myself that I can learn from them. You know, because, you know, they play standard music, they play music all the way. So I joined them, Ray Ellis, the late Ray Ellis, keyboard, the late Bebop Agri on guitar, Ray Allen on saxophone, the late, what we call it, Buddy Rich on drums. These are older musicians that I knew when I was growing up.
Wow.
So in having a chance to play with them, I said, boom.
It was an honor.
Yeah. And I learned a lot from them.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from them. Then, after I think about 1 year and a half, the band also got broken. Then I came to Accra. That was when I had a chance to join the Uhuru band.
Oh, okay.
You know, I Salam Down.
Salam Down, yeah.
And that was when I also had a chance to do my first recording. For the world to know that there's somebody with the name Gyedu Blay Ambuley, because that was when my first rap music came out.
Okay.
About the Tusa, about the Bofo, Ransa Cantado, who were horse, Mamma, Banchi. Yeah, man. And it was a hit.
Wow.
Because the style that I came out, nobody has heard that style before.
But how did you get the mindset to create that stuff?
No, those kind of things that we were doing back in second D.
Okay.
You know, when I grew with my Koiko, but
your groups.
yes, but there was a madman in Takoradi called Arakanya.
Okay.
You know, he's from Liberia. And anytime you see him walking, he'll be murmuring to himself. You know, Anakanya, 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 and with school children following him.
Okay.
You know, and when we leave and come back home, then we too, because we didn't have monies, you know, to buy congas and everything, then we started creating with our mouth. You know, you know, started adding words and things like that. Woo! And at any time that we do it, we form a circle.
Okay.
You know, and we had a dance to it. And one of the guys would jump into the circle and started doing his own dance. And the dance was a creative dance in a way that the next person that had to go in there has to do a different form of a dance. So it means that everybody was creating in that time. And I saw that any time that we're doing that, the passerbys, when they were passing, when they get there, they stopped. And they look and they would start to laugh because the way I think. So when I got involved into music properly, I said, no, I need to bring this back. Because these things that we're doing, because, you know, it was creating happiness, you know, for people and things like that. So, and lo and behold, man, when I brought it into my music,
something else.
The words, nobody had heard the words before about the Husa, about the Nusu. I said, what's that? What are you saying? You know, but they couldn't get enough of it. The dance.
Oh, you had a dance with it.
Oh, it was, man. And I remember the other time, was it about 2 years ago? I met a man at plus 233.
Okay.
And he was saying, when he saw that I am Ambuley, he called me and said, you don't know what you've done to me. I said, what have I done to you? He said, Mr. Ambuley, when I was at school, they called me Ambuley. Because your dance and everything. So when doing it, everybody called me Ambuley, you know. So when you saw me, it was, you know, here, you know, remember, you know, what took place at school.
Wow.
And things like that. So that was when I created my first ever recorded
with the
rap music with the Huru Band.
Wow.
You know, a friend had to, because a Huru Band too, Ebotele was my leader at that time. You know, after a railway band, Ebotele was also employed at the Huru Band.
Oh, okay.
So he became my leader. And a friend, the late Benty Angel, he came to record Ebotele because they were co-equals.
Okay.
You know, like that. And when I saw that, then I told him, I also got some songs to record. Then he said, okay, yeah, you have it? Okay, let me hear what you have. So I picked up the guitar, you know, and start to play it. And I said, okay, we'll add it to the recording. And lo and behold, that was what made Ghanaians to know that there's somebody with the name Gyedu Blay Ambuley.
Whoa.
And that name got stuck, you know, because, you know, I'm very happy, you know, with the gift that the Almighty gave me. Because even today, driving around town, sometimes, you know, at traffic lights and things like that, school children, when they see me, they will be pointing fingers at me. You know, say, hey, Kwame, hey, I bought the book. And I used to, you know, get shocked myself because I said, but when I made that music, you weren't born. How come you've been able to be born and still, I said, oh, thank you, Most High, thank you, Most High, you know. So, you know, it's a gift, you know, and that's one good thing about God. He gives everybody a talent. Everybody has a talent. The madman that was in he didn't know what he was doing. The impact that he was impacting on us. You know, so when that gift is given to you, you have to make sure that you listen to yourself.
It's true.
You know, and learn from the elders who are on the same vein. You know. And that has helped me because my travels, anywhere that I've been musically and everything, what I have and everything, it's all given to me by music. That's why I always thank the Most High, because if you are not able to discover your talent, you know, you become a try and error person.
Yeah.
You try this one, it doesn't work. No. But if you're able to discover, then you concentrate on it. You see that the blessings.
Okay, so I'm here with Mr. Gyedu Blay Ambuley, and we are talking about his story from grass to grace. Let's go for a break. When we come back,